And welcome back to Holden's Golden Age of Wargaming. And we are now on our second video of the 30 Years' War, Breitenfeld. And it is a 1976 title. I don't think I mentioned that last time. Released in, I believe, Strategy and Tactics Magazine, issue number 55. And we are now on turn 3. Now, this turn is going to be a little different because if we go here, we see that the Allied player cannot move until an Imperialist unit gets within at least 3 hexes of any of those Allied units. So this turn should be, we will not be playing as the Allies, the Swedes, because we're not going to get to within 3 hexes. Obviously, we have, they do not get activated until turn number 5. So we have a couple turns here where we can set ourselves up to effectively try to get as big an advantage as we can. So we'll go through in order here. First thing we have to do is we have to do the visibility. We have to roll for that. From what I'm seeing is we do not want to roll 5. We don't want to roll 5 here because we'd like to be able to use our artillery. Of course, that means that they'll be able to use their artillery, so I guess they will have that much of their turn. Jeez, we get a 1, and I think a 1 means it's clear. So we'll put that to clear. And clear means all units function normally, so there's no movement allowance for all our units. It's full, so on moderate we would be halved. And units may only undisrupt on an adjusted die roll of 6. Oh! So that's even if they're within range of their leader. Units may only undisrupt on an unadjusted die roll of 6. Really? Okay. So, well, that's lucky for us because next stage we have is our disruption removal phase. So normally we would have to roll a 5 or a 6. However, and when I was firing the artillery, I really messed that up, didn't I? I shouldn't have been firing within. I had a hex with a leader unit, and I shouldn't even been firing at a hex adjacent to a leader because instead of having to roll a 5 or a 6 to undisrupt this unit, we only have to roll a 3, 4, or a 5, or a 6 thanks to this leader here. So let's roll that now. So only on a roll of 1 or 2 does this unit stay disrupted. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Ooh, and that's, we're lucky. We are lucky that it is clear. So we will flip him over, back. We get him back. Now, if it had still been moderate, obviously that wouldn't have worked. We would have had to roll to 6. That's really going to, I didn't realize that the visibility really restricts the ability to undisrupt units. Okay. So we know that they can't. So what's the next phase? Now it's the artillery fire phase for us. So they will, I forgot, the Swedes will get to fire their artillery as well. That's never good, especially when they have so many more guns. And looking over here, we see that they have, there's no leaders. Saxons have no leader units. And we know that we need to destroy in our infantry, just 1 infantry unit, and we'll make them demoralized, which would be great. So the artillery don't really have an effective max range. Just anything over 6 hexes, 6 hexes or more, and we have to roll 1 to disrupt the targeted unit. So that means that really all these artillery units can fire over here at the Saxons. There's nothing blocking them. They're on the top of a hill here. And we want to disrupt the Saxons big time to basically set ourselves up so that we can eliminate one of those infantry. So we're going to fire these guys first. Let me get my marker here. We'll fire this artillery first. Whoops. No, we don't want another artillery unit. That wouldn't be good. And we'll fire them at this infantry unit here, so we need to roll 1. We just need 1 here. Really. Let's get the cannon, I guess. Let's see what we can do. Absolutely not. Alright. Second cannon, firing at the same guy. Come on. We got 4 chances here. 4 chances to roll 1. That's all we needed right there. Okay, we'll flip him. Now, this guy beside him, we're going to fire at him as well. Now, the artillery doesn't seem to affect our other artillery. The only thing we're going to affect is that infantry unit. So we will fire there with these guys. Can we roll another 1? Can we? Ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely not. Not with him. And how about this guy? Same thing. We'll fire at this guy right here. Come on. We still have another turn to fire our artillery. That's just too bad. Okay, so now we move on to the movement phase. So this is... so there's a couple things I've noted. So, in the Napoleonic games I've been playing up to this point, if you go into another enemy unit's zone of control, and you, at the end of your turn, you effectively lock the enemy player into not being able to move on their turn. Not so with this game. Only as soon as it's their turn, they can move away from you. No problem. So we can't lock units in. Which also means that these gaps here, I mean, I'm going to not look at this marsh for now. And by the way, why is this marsh here? Does anybody know? Because in all the historical videos, articles I looked at, there was no marsh, as far as I could tell, in the battle. Anyways, so these gaps, we can just move right through them. And vice versa, they can do the same thing to us. So we want to come in here, we want to take this unit out. Unfortunately, I don't know. On his turn, he'll get to try to undisrupt that, but he'll have to roll a 5 or a 6 because he's got no leader to help him, even on a clear day, even on a clear turn. The other thing is that we're going to set ourselves up to attack the Saxons here. But we don't want to come within 1, 2, 3 hexes. So we're only going to move up to here. We're only going to move up to this hex row this turn to set ourselves up to attack next turn, I believe. The other thing we have to look at is this combat result table. What is going on here? So we see that he's only going to have a 2. So if we had 1 cavalry attack this guy, which looks like all we're going to be able to do anyways, because we're going to have to... It's the same rules as Napoleonics. If you're adjacent to an enemy unit, you do have to have 1 of your units attack. So even if we lined up along here, each of our cavalry would have to attack each of his units. So the best that I could see us getting, unless we got someone like this down here, would be a 6 to 2, which is a 3 to 1 attack. Now, in a 3 to 1, actually, we have a pretty good chance. We have a 50% chance of destroying him, because if we can roll 1, 2, or 3 and get Defender disrupted, and he is already disrupted, we will destroy him. Now, of course, there is a chance he could be undisrupted by the time we get there. The only way, the lowest odds that you can actually get a chance for elimination is 4 to 1. Now, we do have this disruption exchange, though. And this is all previously undisrupted dependent units are disrupted. All previously disrupted dependent units are eliminated. The attacking player must disrupt attacking units whose total printed combat strength is at least equal to the total printed strengths of all the... So this is kind of the same as Napoleonics, except for where that would be we both be eliminated. This here we both be disrupted. We don't really want that either, but that 3 to 1 odds seems to be the best, and I think that's all we're going to be able to get, as far as I can tell. Now these are going to just be 1 to 1 attacks. What is 1 to 1? See, that's awful. 1 to 1's awful. We do not want to do 1 to 1 attacks. The best we can hope for is an exchange. That would be horrible. And then if we rolled a 6, we would be disrupted and the defender would not. So we're going to have to be really, really careful here. Now this... Alright, well, let's... so what do we got here? We got a 5-8. So we want one of these 6-8s to be able to hit a disrupted unit. But unfortunately, say we moved there, we would have to attack both of them. So we're going to have to go in with support. Even this, to me, doesn't look that easy. Not only that, but, well, okay. For now, we don't have to worry about them moving. But they're going to get to shoot at us. Not only are they going to get to shoot at us, if we move up, they're going to have a better, basically double the chance. They can roll, say we're 4 hexes away, they'll be rolling 1 or 2s to disrupt us. So, I mean, this could go wrong really fast. And then this, I will have to check that up, but the units may only undisrupt on an adjusted die roll result of 6. Does the leaders not affect that on the moderate visibility? I will make sure I check that in the rules before the next turn. Okay, so I'm thinking we put the leader, and the leaders can move wherever we want. I'm almost thinking we want to put the leader with one of the 6-8s. Now we do have to go across that stream. And, oh, that's right, I got right here a stream. This is a stream, right? What do we have here? We have streams and rivers. And we don't even, there's not even in this battle. So 2 movement points additional across. So just for that, this leader, he would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's as far as we can go without activating the Swedes. So I think we want to set him up. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Well, what we'll do is, let's move these guys up first. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Be very careful not to get within 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And then we're going to move this leader to, I would think, well, we could, if the leader's on a 5-6, he would increase its combat value to a 6. Which could increase us to a 3-to-1. I'd like to have him central to the to these units, though. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't know. 5, 6. We'll put him there. Let's get rid of this. Like that. These guys will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that was the easy part. So we know we need to keep garrison units with the artillery. We don't want the enemy to be able to just walk in and start using the artillery. Not that we have to worry about that yet. Well, there is a commander here. Let's make sure we know about him. And him. Okay, then over here I'm looking at this. Look at all the artillery. I don't... He's got quite a bit back here. He's got more back here. And we really want to push on the Saxon side. And I know what happened historically. I believe these guys kind of pulled back. So, and we have to, in this game, we have to form complete lines. We can't have any gaps in the lines or else he's going to be able to run through them. So we're going to move you over here. And we're going to move now... What do these slopes take to move across? Slope, so 1 additional movement point to move up a slope. Yeah. What is that? 1 movement point additional moving from a slope hex. No additional movement points moving into a slope hex. So that means even if we go here and then over here, we'd still... To leave the slope hex... We have to pay an additional movement point. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll move these two together. Do we want them to really slope at us? Does that road made a difference? Road hex. It's just one movement point negates effects on the terrain. Okay, so that's not going to matter. It's still going to cost them 1 to come up. We're going to go... Well, we want to center around that artillery, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our complete line. These guys can come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can he make it there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he can't. Alright, so we'll go like that. Okay. And these guys won't move. I think these two will go... I really don't know what I'm doing here, do I? And then... Oh, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll move up. We'll stay there. This is a gun. Lemon. I'd like to centralize. Is there a commander over here? No. So we'll move him 1, 2. What's he got with him? 12, 3, 1, 2. We'll keep these guys back here. We'll move these guys up here. These guys here. Move this cavalry in behind. Don't know about that. Keep these guys here. What do we do? We could move here to plug up the line. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna go move this commander over 1. These guys will stay. This guy will go 1, 2. Let's have no gaps in our line. Look at that. Not a gap to be seen. I think that's pretty good. For not knowing what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to remove the markers. That is, I believe, after that we have the combat phase and we have no combat because we're not within range. We're going to remove the markers. We're going to switch to the side of the Swedes. Now the Swedes can only fire their guns. However, for at least a couple of those guns, we have made the odds a little bit better. So we'll definitely, and we can't do any movement. So who do we want to attack? We don't want to attack the woman's leader because he can assist. So these 3 are out. So it's these 2 here. And actually I would think 6, 8. So this guy here, oops, I need to get this. This artillery here will fire at this guy here. And because we are at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for both of them, we can, on a roll 1 or 2, we will disrupt him. So let's roll. Find out what we get. First cannon. Nope, no cigar. Second cannon does the same fire at this guy here. Come on. There we go. That's gonna Make life's a little bit more complicated for the Imperialists. Alright, now over here, we're still on the same old have to roll ones. So let's see, we have a leader here. We have a leader here. So we don't want to fire with them, we're going to hex them. So this guy, well, I mean, really, what are we looking for here? It would be nice to take him out. It would be nice to take him out. There's a leader. Yeah. Alright, so we'll fire here. Oops. We'll fire there. So here we go. And now we need to roll once. So we're going to do this. Zoom out so we can see everything all at the same time. And let's see if we can get that one. Oh, I thought I had it first time. Alright, second gun fires at the 10-3. Nope, third gun fires. Come on. We have any luck here? Well, I guess we had luck. Alright, fourth gun fires. They're all firing at the same target. Hopefully, yeah, I should do that. There we go. Flip him over. Okay, so what are the last two guns going to fire at? We can fire up a slope, right? Oh boy. Not that he was on a slope. Well, he was kind of next to it. He's not, technically. Does that... let's see here, line of sight. Artillery, line of sight. Yeah. Walking terrain is just woods and forest hexes. Slopes don't see hilltop hexes. Any hex. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we can fire up to these. So these I consider our hilltop hexes. I like the way they word these things. So this would be a hilltop hex because it's next to, it's on that side of the slope, right? So that blocks line of sight. So if there's a unit there, we could fire at it. But if it was back in these two hexes, we wouldn't be able to fire at it because of this blocking hex. I believe that's what they're telling me. Alright, so what we could fire at, basically, we could fire at this guy, because even through these are hilltop hexes and they block line of sight, he's in it. So we couldn't fire him. We could fire at him. So let's fire at him. What's the range there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Doesn't matter, because 6 plus, it's just we have to roll 1. So we're firing at him. Let's see what we get. And the other cannon will do the same unless he actually hits here. So he misses. Final cannon's firing at the same guy. Would be nice. It's a 2, so we don't quite get it. All right, and that finishes. Wait a minute. I just jumped right by. Already screwed up. I jumped right by the disruption removal phase. So that would be this guy here. I should have rolled for his disruption removal. So we'll do that now, backwards. But it won't affect anything. So, but he doesn't have a leader around him, but it is clear. So we just need to roll 5 or 6. Can we undisrupt? That will really help us against the Imperialists next turn. No, we cannot undisrupt. So that's going to set us up for the Imperialists to attack, I believe, next turn. We don't have a combat phase. Let's remove the markers. We'll move the game turn up to turn 4. And we're not going to play turn 4 just yet. We'll wait for the next video for that. But the Imperialists have a couple of disruptions they're going to have to try to remove. We're going to have to roll to see what the weather is. You know, I'll end the video with us rolling to see what the visibility is for the next turn. And then I'll have a couple days to think about what I'm going to do. So first of all, let's roll for that visibility. Turn 4. Here we go. That's the absolute worst. That is restricted. And if we look at restricted, movement allowance is all halved. Disrupted units can only undisrupt on an adjusted die roll of 6. So I'm really going to have to find out if the leaders can affect that for the next video. But restricted also, no artillery counter may fire unless the target hex is 1 or 2 hexes away. And Swedish cavalry may not charge unless stacked with or adjacent to a leader counter. Alright, so our movements halved. And we can only undisrupt on a roll 6. Okay. And artillery can't fire at all, basically, at this point right now, the way things are. Interesting. What are the Imperialists going to do? Is that necessarily the best time to attack? However, next turn, turn 5, the Swedes' forces get released no matter what. So, anyways, I'll have to think about that, and next time we'll find out what I concluded. Anyways, guys, that's all for today. Take care and have a great day.